Hello again and welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you for taking the time to support the channel. My name is Hello Good Game, and I am pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video, showcasing a new red and blue tempo/mid-range build, focusing around the generation of treasures and artifacts in preparation for the new set release, Murders of Karlov's Manor, available in Arena on the 6th, just a few more days. And I do think that this deck, with a few new additions, which we can go over at the end of today's video, is going to be a ton of fun. So I literally can't wait. We're getting into it a bit early. So we'll break down that deck list in depth for you all, discuss both the strategies and synergies held within, giving you a deeper understanding of how to pilot that deck effectively. Furthermore, we'll demonstrate all of this within our gameplay footage. It is the start of a new season, and I've not really played yet, so we are in Platinum, and, well, we're winning, which is great for an original non-meta deck as far as I'm concerned, and we don't even have all of our pieces included yet, as they've not been released. And then wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, and even kind of showcasing some of those newer cards that I want to put into this build as well. So, if you want to help out, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and join the community Discord. Let's take a look at the deck.
It's a new lap record!
Right, here we are. Treasure Town is the name of the game, and this is a red and blue, or is it, based build that could be described as both a tempo or mid-range deck, as, you know, we do have some fairly expensive cards in the build. However, our main goal is to generate treasures. So, on turn 2, we have the Charming Scoundrel, a 2-mana 1/1 with haste, and as it enters the battlefield, choose one of the following 3. Discard a card, draw a card, create a treasure token, create a Wicked Roll token attached to a creature you control, giving it +1/+1, and when it is removed or sent to the graveyard, opponent's going to lose 1 life, right? So here we will be going for the treasure 9 times out of 10, at which point we will follow it up with a Kitesail Larcenist for 3 mana, 2 power, 3 toughness with flying and ward 1. Whenever it enters the battlefield, for each player, choose up to 1 other target artifact or creature that that player controls, and for as long as the Kitesail remains in play, it will be an artifact that they can tap to sacrifice for mana of any color. And we'll be doing this to one of our creatures or artifacts as well as one of our opponents, which is pretty cool. So taking the Scoundrel as well as one of our opponent's creatures, which is great. So now the Scoundrel is responsible for 2 treasures, which is fantastic. Furthermore, we can capitalize on some of these treasures with the Professional Facebreaker. This is a 2/3 3-mana with Menace, and whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. This is great if you have First Strike or Double Strike, because then you're getting 2 treasures, which is pretty cool. Furthermore, you can sacrifice a treasure to exile the top card of your library and play that card this turn, right? So we're making a ton of treasures, not only to ramp out within the deck, but also help us push through our library, which is quite nice as well. And then, you know, wrapping into something like the Bonehoard Dracosaur, right? 5 mana, 5/5, flying, First Strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of your library, and then you may play them until the end of turn. If you exile a land card, create a 3/1 Dino. If you exile a non-land card, create a treasure, which is, you know, again, really good for us within the deck, that you can convert to a draw with the Facebreaker as well. Furthermore, we will have the Horned Loch-Whale, a 6/6 or 6 with flash and ward 2, coming into the battlefield tapped if you cast it on your opponent's turn. Furthermore, we do have Lagoon Breach for 2 mana at instant speed as the adventure. Target owner of attacking creature you don't control will put it on the top or bottom of their library, which is great, you know, early game tempo and a late game finisher for us, which is great. And the 2 together is absolutely phenomenal. Furthermore, we can, you know, generate additional value within the deck through Big Score for 4. Instant speed is an additional cost to cast the spell. You will discard a card, no problem here, to create 2 treasures and draw 2 cards, which is honestly pretty ridiculous, and a phenomenal way for us to push through the deck as well as ramp out. We do have some removal in the build. 4 copies of the Warcrafting for 3, dealing 5 damage to creature, battle, or planeswalker. Excess damage will allow you to exile that many cards off the top of your library, playing one of them this turn, which is groovy, as well as a Voltage Surge for 1, dealing 2 damage to creature or planeswalker. If you sacrifice an artifact, you can actually deal 4 damage instead, which is pretty cool for 1 mana, as well as a Fading Hope. 1 mana, returning at instant speed, target creature to its owner's hand. Scry 1 if its mana value was 3 or less. Could you imagine? Which is nice to offset our opponent's tempo as well as protect our more valuable creatures from removal. Negate, countering target non-creature spell for 2 mana at instant speed in the build as well. Right? So to recap, Hope, gaining tempo. The Lagoon Breach, gaining tempo. Voltage Surge for removal. Warcrafting for removal, right? Protection through Negate. The field wipes. You already sometimes the planeswalkers too, but we can deal damage to the planeswalkers. So that's not, we can attack the planeswalkers, but farewell, Sunfall, things like this. Negate those. And then treasure with the Scoundrel, treasure/control with the Larcenist, as it can take one of their creatures as well. That allows us to ramp into a Dracosaur. It allows us to put our whale down early on, at which point, again, protection with the Hope, with the Negate on them, gaining value each turn with the Facebreaker, converting those treasures now into draw if we don't need to ramp anymore. And it will come a point where you have enough land to sustain yourself and you're just looking to get further into your deck, as well as Big Score helping us facilitate that. All right. Lands, we have the Soaring City as a utility land, as well as the Crucible of Defiance here. Creature land within the Restless Spire. Dual lands for consistency within the Reef, as well as the Coast, and a few basics to get us to the end of the match. A fantastic tempo/mid-range build, which I'm having a ton of fun with, and I think is going to be even better once the new set drops, because we have a few specific cards that I feel go perfectly to this deck that we'll talk about after today's gameplay. Again, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, and kick back, relax, let's go. Only 2 lands. You think this is going to work? It might. Let's see. Nice. Houston, we have Ignition. It's still a pretty slow hand against a control or domain build. We'll see. And for 1, are they going to play a creature? What's going on over there? No. Really? I mean, hit for 1. It has to just be counter magic. Maybe I play the Caves and just name Dragon. All right, I can flash in. I like that a little bit more. There she is. Okay. Hello.
Run away. You'll be safer. Keep watch for intruders.
Two of them. So no field wipe. Interesting.
To me.
Let's bounce one. Then we Warcraft the other and kill the Emperor. They're going to kill it themselves. That fizzles our whale. Interesting. Okay, they get the draw. Let's kill the creature. I think grab our land, right? 5 land. I mean, this could be good to grab. I'll allow it. Now, do we want a treasure or just straight up a roll? I think I'll take a roll here, which I don't usually do. But I have this crazy feeling that they're just going to remove it. Ta-da! You're hilarious. Why is it every single match has lockdown in it since we're playing a treasure deck? Isn't that like just the strangest thing? We know they have single target, so we basically need protection on the Dracosaur to play it. All right, let's try to Free Willy. They have 5 in hand, so probably not so much. Yeah. But, I mean, that's not hitting the Dracosaur, right? So that's good news. At some point, something will, though. And I can't just wait for protection forever. We do have to get after it. Okay, even one trigger is good. Even one trigger is good. Land in play. Big score out. Toss the land. Oh, yes. This is going to keep us in game for a little bit. The Fading Hope actually could be good to protect it. It's a field wipe, though, right? Don't play in too heavy. And sack your treasures, because it's another lockdown. We'll leave one treasure. It's nice for the Facebreaker later, just so they're not getting so much value. Right, them eating 3 treasures is not the same as them eating 1. Oh, you dog. Dang, bro, back to back. Oh. Let's hit for 3 to 16. Make a treasure. Interesting. Okay. They have 3 in hand with a Might and a Reef. Reef is a 4/4. We do have Menace as well, though, so we should get through on the attack. Hopefully it's not a Wandering Emperor. Don't even. Is this opponent's baddie? Sorry, let me read this. Yeah, so we could bounce our own things. I kind of wanted to bounce this, but they just replay it. We stop the life gain, I guess. It's not terrible. Just replay it. Ooh. Very good, very good. Casual double draw. Land out. Okay, okay. Let's land with a treasure. See what we get first with this treasure. Big Blue. You're my boy, Blue. All right, all right, all right. Aye! Hate this game. Yeah, sounds about right. We do have a creature land out. That's nice. Dracosaur is live once more. Incubated Delphia. I just don't care is the thing. Three cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 available mana. Deluge for 7. They've not played a land this turn. Nope. Not that I can see. So, potentially 9 mana. Jace Adelphia. Oh my god. I got 34 in deck. Are they going to plus? Yeah, why not, right? Get that Jace plus out. No. They say not a chance. Here's your minus. Bye. Bye. Double draw. Thank you very much. I like the idea of getting a negate. Sorcery speed may not be the answer we're looking for. I do like the instant speed of Surge. Here's our negate. Good to go. And now we have enough mana to play in a little bit further. I guess. I kind of like maybe protecting, like attacking and then exiling your own creature, maybe, but then it opens it up to the lockdown, which is maybe not great. So we're chilling. Hey, you know, we were talking about how this card is illegal and you're not allowed to cast it. Do you understand? Don't you dare. See, we should have protected it. Let's keep our Kitesail for now. Take a scry. Yes. Battle of the Negates. All right. 2 in hand. 1 in hand. It's another Deluge, a fresh copy. Looking at the top 4, 2 in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 available mana for that 2. I don't have my Negate ready. No, no, no! Yes, yes, yes! Oh, I have to cast it this turn, though. No, no, no! Why'd I leave it there? Asshole! Okay, so I want to try something, then. Since I'm being an absolute goofball. Yes, yes, yes! We're coming full circle, baby. I knew what I was doing the whole time. What are you talking about? I want to play one. And then... just for the kids, I want to see how this will work. Because if they wipe the field, I should get it back. Right? So I'm protecting my Bonehoard from a field wipe right now by making it a treasure. At which point I could kill my own Larcenist. I think would it get lost in transition if a farewell was cast, or would it take it as the treasure? I think it would still take it as the treasure. Like, I don't think it would take it in it would be in transition. I think it would just, like, take it. Farewell would still probably get it. Pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, let's see. All right, all right, all right. Oh, I mean, if that doesn't do it. Yeah. Not so much. I'd rather a land. Wandering Emperor? You just gotta stop with that stuff. Void Rendadelphia. They live another day. Which is fine. I'm gonna sack all these treasures in case it's a lockdown. Still having a hope to protect it. All right, all right, all right. First Bonehoard back to the hand. You can take the Kitesail because that's gonna activate the second Bone Daddy. They just take care of that too. Welcome to Magic. Thanks. I liked it. Good game. So sometimes you can like attack and then take your own creature in the control matchups as an added layer of protection. Sometimes they can just take like, it's not always worthwhile and it's going to be a risk, but like most risks, there is a payoff associated to it or you wouldn't even consider it. So it's cool. Going first. Keeping 7. I guess we can just keep up this surge. That's okay. I like having a 1/2. Looking for Larcenist, I believe the name to be. Off the top, 3 mana, blue card. You know, I really just look at pictures these days. Truly my entire career. It's incredible I've become so successful. That's not a Larcenist, but we could maybe just go for the draw. Nah. Just ramp. Just get confirmed to the Dracosaur. You know, what if you don't get it and then, you know, just passed on your opportunity to ramp into a, you know, turn 4. A Dracosaur. You would. They always do. More Landadelphia. Don't act like you don't love it. This is 4, not doing it. Just back-to-back Dracos. It might be a little slow. We do need to survive this turn's onslaught. 3rd land, do not Godric me. Oh, they think I have interaction because my mana's up. They don't realize I just can't curve out. All right. Oh no, my monster's rage might not be effective. What is that? Interesting. 2 cards left in hand. I like the treasure. That's a play line. Get that doggy out there. Oof. Oof. Yeah. I'm going to chump block with the Scoundrel. Three cards in hand. 2 cards in hand. That's a land. And that does nothing. Forever. I have first strike. You're never going to get damage through. Bro, what are you doing? I don't think you can beat my first strike. I just don't believe it. Monstrous Rage still folds to my first strike. Antagonize does not. Oh my god, I hate this game. Wowzers. You're going straight to London, dude. Antagonize? That you have. You smashed his brother. Now he's very upset with you. They still get good damage, though. Bully for you. I'm going to take the one that's always at 2. They have an empty hand. Okay, let's run away with it. Please and thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You're actually far more threatening. I'll take the Forge, though. Could be good. Hey, thank you for the support. I appreciate that. We're a little bit behind, so no attack, but that's not good. I have a Negate to protect from direct damage, at least. So that's good. We should be okay. Yeah. Free value. I kind of need that Negate is the thing. So I'll toss the Surge. Land from Exile. Oh, come on, dude. We could probably take a Swangle and a Dangle. Whale is up for 6 if we don't need to negate. Or Whale. What's Lagoon Breach? Yes. A secondary forge, that will be fine. No need to negate it. I'm just not scared of it, is the thing. Really? I can easily trade that here, don't mind. They'll be forced into blocking. The 6/6, you have to block that, right? So. What are you doing? It's a sellsword. All right, all right. Always the land, you know? So many lands. Oh my god. Yeah. They are quite low on life. This forces the block. It's not like the forge is powered up at all. I'll keep, the token back. The dinosaur summoning sickness, obviously. We force the block down to 1. Should be fine. Negate in hand. Their 5th land. That's fine. Right, taking 2 damage to 5. Good game. That was a close one. Opponent goes first for 4 land in hand. The 1 and 2 is there. The creature land is cool. Hopefully they're not in aggro deck. 'Cause we're in slow. I do like that. The gate is up. And is activated. Taking care of that planeswalker. Thank you. I might just scry Adelphia. Hit for 2. I love how cheap this is. Right? 3 lands. You're attacking. Oh, don't mill my Durgan, dude. Bully for you. Just surge it and play our creature. I don't think there's much of theirs that we'd like to take. We could attack and scry. I mean, that's not bad either. It's probably better. More negates, please. Can I just always have a negate available? Oh, Lily, Illy, A. So, I mean, not playing the creature, there is a benefit. Let's toss the pain land, I guess. Do they have removal on our land? They must. We could just dump it before it gets to 6. Kind of like ignore it for now. right? We could also kite sail here, force a minus, and then spire it. Maybe don't kite sail until your hope is active, though. Since we have it in hand, we may as well utilize. And then maybe we can, like, juke them into a -2 and bounce it to hand. Take the scry. Lower her loyalty. Or just straight up bounce her with our city. Throwing that plan out the window. I mean, they're still discarding their own hand. Just can't get rid of you. Let's try it. It could just be hand removal too, right? Yeah. That's fine. Have your might. That's also quite fine. Play it as a land and have 4. I think we really do want to bounce Lily, though. They will just replay her, though. So let's try to bait with a minus. Goes to 3. That's still too high. But then we can craft it. I like that, actually. Which would be playing this, but then we're forced into discarding the whale. We might just discard the land? All things considered? Don't remove me from hand. I want a Lily minus here. Their best play line would be a Lily plus and then remove it. They have 2 cards in hand. Gixing me. They get the might back. And then they Lily plus.
I'm tired of your secrets.
So we gotta bounce it. Toss the whale. Well, couldn't we still just kill it here? They have an empty hand and only a might. I think that would be more appropriate, just to deal with it this turn. I'll allow it. Oh, no, I won't. We should have done this first, I guess. Because now our scry's, I think, being nullified. They go,
Now you've got my attention.
I don't think it's... Oh, and I skipped my turn as well. No, what did I just do? That was to remove Lily. That was to remove Lily.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
We worked so hard to overcome it, and then we just threw it away. FML. I don't even want to attack with the Spire anymore. I just want to cry.
Off you go.
And now you have a counterspell for the next one. That's so funny.
I really don't have time for you.
How perfect.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
LOL. Don't double click the next button. I think maybe I accidentally clicked the past turn button. I don't know.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Our opponent's going first, practically cheating. Practically? No, that's literally. Kick it back. Oh. Relax mode incoming. So this is going to be slow. And there's nothing we can do about it. So just get it out there and, you know, we can double drop on 2. Oh. Am I in the right play queue? That is so interesting. I'm going to bounce Adelphia. Land can stay. And well, we do have removal, which is great. Oh, they have another spell, don't they? Please don't Monstrous Rage it. Okay, thank you. Woo, close one. All right. Now, I don't really want to play this until we have Hope active. So I think it's a Scoundrel with a Treasure? Yeah. No attack. End turn. Big hit. Counterspell. It's worth it. Is this cast? Yeah, so it's still untap there for them. And they take advantage of that on the stack. Land, holding up Hope. We get the treasure anyways, though, I think here, so no problem there. Pass turn. Whale is active, but I don't think they'll have an attack. Maybe the land. Easy. Settle down, dude. All right. I mean, it's all fun and games until they play an Ojur, right? Let's bounce that back. Aroni. Doesn't counter Ojur, but it's pretty good. It's not a Dracosaur, though. but it is pretty good. They tapped their land without, like, this one has Summoning Sickness, and they could have tapped this one for man. So auto tapper, you know, getting down and dirty there. Get auto tapped, homie. I'm actually going to try to scare them here with a look at my hand. Just a bluff, of course, but maybe they fall for it. Just grab a card, and they'll think that you're about to cast a Monstrous Rage, when in reality you have nothing. Classic grab card from hand bluff. I'm sure you do this, right? It's one of the arena specials, because you can see when they highlight their hand, right? It's like, oh, they're ready. They're going to do it. 2 of them. That's, well, less than ideal, I'll tell you what. Down to 15. Not looking good. No land attack this turn. Interesting. Okay. Let's, 4, 5, 6. I guess we just whale Adelphia. The Whaling Whale. Oh, they could double block with the lands. Oh. Well, that spells out Negate. And they tap, so no land now, which is great. I guess this does untap and they get a clean block too, though. Right? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Clean block. Clean block. No damage, but clean block. No treasure. It's fine. We're going to hold up whale. They let us have it? No way. Interesting. They are scared of our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's play out. I'll take the treasure. In turn. We're at 15 still. So they really just need to top deck a damage multiplier. Which I assume they will. Next turn. Double land attack. Yeah, I mean, that's what the whale's for, right? Bounce Adelphia. Now they can keep that on top or put to the bottom. At this point, I would assume it's going to go to the bottom. So this is just like straight up removal. Thank you, Blob. Appreciate that. Let's take our turn now. Oh, hi. Daddy's home. We don't really have an attack this turn, unfortunately, but it's good enough. All right, victory. Thank you. All right, opponent goes first. Let's game 7. Hey, thanks for the support. Appreciate that. Bloop. Oh, I gotta get this out of here, though. Be gone! All right. Not playing until... Well, we got a turn 2, I guess. That'll be fine. Bloop. 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 So loud. I'm going to play this reef so maybe we get a Warcrafting, I guess. Muno red. Lots of Muno red. Ah, I don't like that. It's just... Get rid of the token? I don't know. Something that doesn't come back. They probably just dunk on it, but we still take it. Right? Force them to pay the ward. getting in there with a creature, like they're out of cards, so we're at 11. They're tapped if they, you know, they're gonna sack. That's fine, you know. I'll block this all day. Nice. Very, very good. I think I just play this with no target. Or I treasure their treasure. Is that an ultra meta play? Can you do that? How would that even work? I want to see. Like, what happens to it at that point? I don't know. I want to, you know? It does gain the ability twice. Nice. We're defending. So if this one dies, does it become a treasure or does it go back to a creature? These are the things we need to know. Ooh. Big boy. A double block. A double block. What? As confused as I. Why did this leave exile? Oh, because it's a legendary. It's a legendary. And it doesn't matter. It still has the same name, Squee. Even though it's in treasure form, right? Yep. So, I mean, down to 7 kind of sucks, but just, there's no better play then. Draco, bro! We're defending, and we're just gonna put the whale in and smash. Down to 7 is, like, not great. Looking for a negate, obviously, or something, but they have the lands to attack as well. No squee, just lands and 1 in hand. We have blocks. Are you there? Is this on me? Did I disconnect? Is this on them? Like, what's going on, Willis? What you doing, Willis? I hope they cast it during my main phase. Land out. Just go to removal. I mean, I like playing the whale. Being like, you know, I'm a big fat whale. Freeing Willy is fairly rewarding. We still have some removal up. Cool, 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 cool. I think we start chopping down. I'll take my 5. Good for you. We don't have that negate up. Should have waited on the whale. Could have waited. Hangs head in shame. It's fine. We have removal on the land. It should be good enough. 5 in grave. They need 4 plus itself is 5, right? Yes, 4. I wish they would make the keywords in bold. Exile, 4, grave. You know? I have 3 blockers, dude. What are you doing? Huh? I'm just kidding. I'd love to see what that last card is in hand. I imagine it to be quite exceptional. Auto tapper strikes again. There's no reason they couldn't have tapped the... Well, I mean, they might want to use it for its ability, but... Phoenix, I think, would have been better. It's a hard game, I get it. I get it, Doogie. Okay. Mono red channeling all of their might, all of their fury. All right. I mean, that's not bad. There's nothing for them to get back at this point. Why not hit the Dracosaur? You know, the one that draws 2 cards each turn? Nah. I like that negate. I like that negate. That's good. They can activate this, but not this. That's fine. We'll just... Oh, we... Maybe Elf just Fading Hope now and replay as a defender. Do we like that? Or take the whale and just bounce the attacker? Probably just the Dracosaur to defend. Not paying life. Don't you even think about it. Holding up negate. He wanted us to pay 1 life there. Are you kidding me? Nice land. I mean, the whale would have been the play, in fact. But this is... We've got the block, so it's fine. I like how they're still trying. They're like, if I just keep attacking, I'll get there. I'll get there. Yeah. Nice. I'll get there too then. If you're going to take your time and it's not about speed, fine. I like treasures. Do you like treasures? Down to 3, they kill us. No! No! Good game to use. Treasure Town. And actually a unique deck. I like that it's a bit more mid-range. Giving it, you know, I feel like a little bit of a higher capability or like a more consistent closeout and finish of the deck. It's easy in some tempo decks and aggro decks at that to, you know, kind of fizzle out, and it's like you run out of damage. You have, you know, not enough board state because they've been going 1-for-1 with you. You know, and then they're starting to gain that advantage in the mid game with life gain, with board state, and what have you. Whereas now you got a couple like, oh, I draw a 1/1 off the top. You know, like that's sometimes problematic. And it was nice to play this deck after having built a new deck for the new set. And I think that we can maybe make some adjustments to that based on what we've experienced with the mid-range aspect of this deck. The whale and the Dracosaur are phenomenal, and I gotta put them in this build after having them perform so well within today's gameplay, right? So this is the new deck that I built for Karlov's Manor, the Gear Drake. Let's see if we can pull this up here. View details. A 2-mana 1/1 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, investigate. That's a clue that you can sacrifice. Great. More card draw. Also for the voltage search. Great. And then whenever you sacrifice an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on the Gear Drake. Yes, sacrifice a treasure, add mana, put a +1/+1 counter on them, please and thank you. Plus, it itself is an artifact. Okay, cool. Also, the Crime Novelist. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on the Crime Novelist and add 1 red source to your pool. Are you kidding me? So sacrifice a treasure, get a +1/+1 counter, and now add 2 mana. Right? So every treasure is now doubled in its mana production, which is crazy good considering how many treasures we can make in the deck, right? Very cool. And now as well with the Fatesbreaker, when we sack a treasure to draw, we're actually getting the 1 mana from that treasure still, instead of the typical 2, which we would have gone through the Novelist, right? So being able to split the difference, I think is going to be pretty powerful as well. Additional cards in the deck, the Gadgeter, Forensic Gadgeteer. 2/3, whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate. Not so crazy, but, you know, I was thinking it could be pretty cool. And then activated abilities of artifacts you control are 1 less to activate. I was also thinking that this could be fairly decent within this build, which I might honestly cut because, like I said at the beginning, we had more mid-range in that deck we just played. This is a little bit more aggro, right? It's got the Siren, it's got the Epicure, right? And then each of these, they're not treasures, right? The map sacks for 1, the blood sacks for 1. That's why we're reducing them to 0, right? Now we have the map, the blood, and the treasure all sacking for 0 mana on top of the Drake, on top of the Crime Novelist. So you can see that there's going to be maybe a couple different ways for us to take the build within, you know, that aggression-based, you know, curve or a spectrum, whatever you want to call it, where this is maybe a little bit faster, but kind of falls off a little bit earlier, right? Whereas the build we played today was maybe a little bit slower on the front end, but once it got to where it was looking to go, it was kind of hard to keep up with it, right? The 6/6, the 5/5 backed up with the negates, you know? So I really did like that aspect of it, but I think we could still include some of those new cards in this build as well. Primarily the Drake and the Goblin go beautifully in the set together. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's gameplay footage. I have like 15 new decks built for the new set, so that's kind of what I've been up to. I've not been just grinding ranked a whole bunch at the start of the season. You know, I get it. Everybody's going to be playing the same meta deck to get to the top, and then, you know, for the first week, and that's fine, but it's kind of what we do all the time, and we have a unique segment of time with a new set being released after a new season starts. Ideally, they start at the same time because then we're all playing new cards together. But the people crushing rank to crush rank are going to be just playing the top meta decks, and I'm kind of looking forward to just exploring the new set without being punished to the utmost. And even here to today, starting, you know, it's like 2 days back, 3 days back of the season start, the tryhards have left the building already, and now, you know, you can actually have a little bit of fun with the game, I find. So a little bit of banter to close out today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord if you're ever looking for help within, you know, the game or your deck building, whatever it happens to be. Myself and the community are always around to help out. Cheers. Looking forward to seeing you all around. Do take care. Peace out, homies.